Morning, good morning, good morning. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Shout out to the YouTube streets. This is your home girl, uh, Arabia Barbosa, the BT 1000, the Jeeper Creeper on this shit, Lucy the Vampire, the German Shepherd in the goddamn room. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. As you can see, we're back at it. We're back at it. And I went to work. Let's say it together. We went to work Thursday. We went to work Friday. We was told from the people that was running that ticket that they was gonna call back to the office on Wednesday. They was gonna call back to the office on Wednesday for us to go back to work. In the meantime, life keeps lifing, right? Life keeps lifing. And I know today is Tuesday. It's Tuesday morning, November the 4th. And I'm just on my way downtown. I'm on my way downtown. I hope everyone likes my goggles, my work goggles. Believe it or not, I found these motherfuckers on the fucking work site I was on last week. Shout out to the chat. Somebody had left them behind. So I took them home. I poured some hot water on them. I put some soap on them. I took a scrubby. I scrubbed them down. I let them dry out. And yesterday, I believe it was yesterday and Sunday, I used them when I was doing my short videos. Shout out to my short videos. Shout out to Thick Cut and the rest of the music drop kings in this sector. Shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome. I knew I was forgetting something at the house. And you know what I'm forgetting? Now, it's too late for me to turn back to go get it. My phone charger. I forgot my phone charger is inside my bedroom in the house. Shout out to the chat. I grabbed everything else, my wallet, my clothes, my socks, my shoes, my hoodie. I'm gonna wear today. Yes, yes, yes. It's been a while since I've had on a black hoodie. I was wearing my gray hoodie yesterday, but I decided to wear black this morning. And I got on my fatigue pants. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the motherfucking chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Shout out to y'all. Or should I say it in Swahili? I got a new term for you guys though, but it's not Swahili, it's Spanish. It's a Spanish term. No importa una carajo. No importa una carajo. That means I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter to me. A lot of you've been so gracious and so kind. I be talking to you guys and you guys don't even understand what I be saying. And I thought for sure that some of these YouTube creators spoke Spanish, especially those that are from New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia. I thought some of them actually spoke different languages. They don't. Even people that were born in those communities that actually can say their mother was Puerto Rican and father was Dominican, their mother was Mexican, Mexicano. I can't say none of those things. Both of my parents were niggas. Both of my parents were niggas or black people. My father, he was a black man, but he was accused of not being black when he was young. He was accused of being Latin. He was accused of being Latin. Motherfucker swore to God my father was Puerto Rican. They swore to God my father was Dominican. Some people swore to God that my father was a black Mexican. I'm like, the man was black. And it used to hurt my father's feelings when people would not consider him as being black. And he was like, Arabia, I'm black, I'm black. I said, you blackly black, you black, yo. You blackly black, you black, yo. My father said, this is not a joke, Arabia. I am black. I said, you can't help it if you look like you're from Puerto Rico. Because, they do have Puerto Ricans and Dominicans that got a lot of Africano blood in them. They look African, just like we do in this country. You know what I mean? I said there's nothing shameful about being black, but the whole world is trying to tell us it's a shame. We should be shamed, but we shouldn't be. Shout out to the chat. Tamika, good morning. You with me this morning, Tamika? It's going to be a hell of a walk, Tamika. It's going to be I don't know if you're going to be here the whole time, Tamika, but it's going to be a hell of a walk. Well, it is work for me because I'm not a skinny woman, not like the way I was about 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I honestly looked like the Crypt Keeper. My head looked like, probably still do, like a light bulb on a skinny ass body. Oh, you here for the long haul? Okay, Tamika. Shout out to you. Good morning. Thank you for coming in. Good morning. Good morning, Tamika. Tamika, you should know I'm going to tease you. You should know by now. Baby girl, I'm going to tease you. My sister from Michigan. Oh, man. I wonder if they ever did get those people the clean water in Flint. Because I remember a few years ago, they had a situation going on in Flint, Michigan, where the people didn't have clean water to drink, and other people from other states were helping them out a little bit like that. You know what? I used to work right here. I don't know what they got going on. Hold on, let me show you something. I don't know, those are cameras. I used to work here. I used to work right here back in 2017. I was a dishwasher for this place. This place used to be an event place where people was renting tables, chairs, dishes, glassware, silverware. So I used to work here. They recently sold this place. They sold this place over a year ago. There's people that was here, they're not here no more. It's a whole brand new company. Shout out to the chat. Oh, okay. Shout out to you. But yeah, Tamika, we 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 just begun this walk, and I forgot my. I didn't remember until actually I left the house, and that should have been one of the first things I grabbed. But I remember yesterday I left out of the house yesterday, and I had my wallet with me, but I didn't have my debit card. You know, the debit card that they put your payment on. I didn't have that with me, so that was an issue. That was a problem. And I wasn't going to get a new debit card. I wasn't going to do that. Not at all. Matter of fact, I didn't even go to work yesterday. I didn't even have to go to work yesterday. Yesterday was Monday. We all know that Mondays are slow. So I didn't even bother. I didn't even bother going in. My ticket starts back up Wednesday, but I'm coming out here today to see what I can get on because I believe tomorrow I got an appointment anyway that I have to keep. I can't miss it. And if I go to work Wednesday, I'm gonna miss it because we start on that ticket. We start the job 7 o'clock in the morning, and then we get off after 5 o'clock. The lady don't come pick us up until almost 5:45 anyway. And by the time we do get downtown, it's after 6 o'clock. Everything of business is already closed. The place I need to go to, I can't miss it. I cannot. I cannot do it. Now, if the people would have had a repeat for us yesterday and today, I wouldn't cared about missing the appointment. You know what I'm saying? See, this is what I'm saying about sometimes it doesn't pay to be a square or to believe that the working man means anything to anyone. You see how the government is doing, even though they're turning back on those people food stamps. You see how the government does. You see what they will do to those that are vulnerable, those that they see as being weak, those that are that the government is trying to victimize this whole country. Our own government is trying to victimize this whole country. And people need to start waking up and start seeing it because what Tupac said was actually real. And he said this when he was very young. He said, America eats its own babies. America eats its own babies. And that's real, yo. That's fucking real. And when I started thinking about it, I was like, yo, he telling the fucking truth. He telling the fucking truth. You know what I mean? Because I always have questions about different shit pertaining to life and my life. Shout out to the chat. Oh, okay. I think I read it already, Tamika. Hold on. Let's fix this. Yeah. So, what I was doing the other night, I was doing some reading, right? Some reading and some research because I love to read and I love to do certain types of research. So, some say, Ray, revisit the stories that you heard when you was a kid. Revisit the stories you used to read when you was growing up, when you was going to school in New York. I was in public school. And everybody has read Sleeping Beauty, Little Red Riding Hood, Snow White, and the Seven Dwarfs. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with that. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This was a children's story. It was written by two dudes that were from Germany. So it's a Germanic story. Anyway, never mind all that. Pay attention to the contents of this story. Now, everyone remembers Snow White had a father and a mother. In the story that we heard, Snow White's mother had died. Snow White's mother had passed away, and the father married someone else. But in the original story, there is no stepmother. Snow White's mother did not die. Snow White's mother did not pass away, and her father did not marry another woman. Snow White was being pinpointed for death by her own mother, by her own flesh and blood. And it wasn't because Snow White had a lot of money in her dowry or anything like that. It's because the mother felt threatened by Snow White's beauty. She felt threatened by Snow White's beauty. And that this whole story about gets deeper. Let's go a little bit deeper. Now, everyone knows that Snow White got set up. The huntsman took Snow White into the woods. He was given his orders by her mother, by her flesh and blood mother, for her to be killed. And for him to remove the lungs and the heart. To remove the lungs and the heart. And if you think about it, different movies always seem to focus on that central part, the heart. They don't really focus too much on the lungs, but all of it holds a great importance, especially back in those times, because they actually believed that the lungs and the heart, if cooked together and eaten, whoever ate those organs would take on the youthfulness, the power of youth inside of themselves. Shout out to the chat. We're talking about Snow White right here. We're talking about Snow White right here. The actual and factual children's story. It wasn't meant to be a children's story. It was meant to be a story of caution, a story of danger, a story of a warning. And we see it all today. We see it very clear, very plain, how a lot of mothers become jealous of their daughters. If you ever notice that some women are very beautiful, and they command the attention of certain rooms that they walk into. People pay attention to them, people are watching them, people admire them, because these women are considered very, very beautiful. But on the inside, some of them are very insecure. Let's continue on with Snow White. In the story of Snow White, the evil queen, who was Snow White's mother, was insecure. She felt frightened about what she saw in her daughter. So, of course, she paid the huntsman to kill the daughter. The daughter ended up talking him out of it. She escaped. She went to go live with other children like herself. They were those children that she lived with, those are considered seven dwarfs. They lived in a community where all the people worked in the mines. And back then, it wasn't adult men or adult women that worked in these mines. It was children. Children worked the mines. They worked inside those coal mines because they could twist and turn and go into the tunnels without any trouble, without any difficulty. So, in the story, that evil woman had a mirror, and she would say to the mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?" And the mirror for years kept saying, "It is you, my queen. It is you. You are the fairest of them all." But then 10 years down the road, the queen, the insecure woman, went to the mirror and said those words, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?" And the mirror said, "Snow White is the fairest of them all." And she said, "Impossible. I orchestrated her murder." And then the mirror on the wall said, "She is not dead. She lives. She lives in the forest with the children that work in the mines. She, she lives in the forest beyond the castle walls. You must seek her out and destroy her." Well, the mother became enraged when she heard this news. Oh, she was mad. She pitched a fit. She couldn't find the huntsman because the huntsman had ran away after he came back with the inside organs of an animal he found in the woods that day. So shout out to the chat. But let's continue on with the story. So what did the queen do? What did the queen mother do? She disguised herself as an old woman. Now the old woman holds a very important significance of this story. But before I talk about the old woman, let's continue on with the story, shall we? Shall we proceed? Okay, children, let's get our books and read. And so the queen disguised herself as an old woman. She found the cottage that Snow White was living. She knocked on the door. She came in from the window. Well, she didn't come in, she stayed at the window, and she offered Snow White an apple. Now, in regular terms, it looked like an apple, but it was actually called a Judas fruit. A Judas fruit. Judas fruits are usually very poisonous. Very poisonous. Anyway, she ate the apple. She fell into a deep sleep. Her body became paralyzed. Her eyes closed. She fell to the ground. The dwarfs found her. They tried to wake her. She couldn't be awakened. So what did they do? They put her in a glass coffin. They put her in a glass coffin and they held her funeral. And everyone came to that funeral because everyone loved Snow White. Everyone loved the young girl that lived in the cottage. that cooked, that cleaned, that helped her neighbors, that was loving and friendly with the animals that lived in the forest. Let us continue with the story. So, as they were having her funeral, the prince, there was a prince that lived far away in a different land. He just happened to be in the area where they was having the funeral. He saw Snow White. He fell in love with Snow White. He convinced the dwarfs to let him have Snow White in her coffin. So they allowed him to take the coffin, and he paraded her around. He paraded with the body of Snow White. And this is where the story gets kind of creepy, because there are some people in this world that are not in love or not interested in living, breathing people. There are some people in this world that are only interested in having sexual relations with the dead. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. And some of you know what I'm talking about, because remember Ted Bundy? Remember Ted Bundy and a few other serial killers? They were all like that. Ted Bundy killed his victims. What did he do? What did he do? He revisited the bodies of his victims to have sex, to have sexual relations with them. That's what he did. Anyway, let's continue on with the story. Shout out to Garrick Chavis, Creative Face, Pork, Punk, what? Shout out to the people that's in my chat. Shout out to you. Good morning. Good morning to you. Anyway, let's continue on with the story. So, as the prince was parading around Snow White in this glass coffin, the apple dislodged from her mouth. It fell. It fell out, and she woke up. And of course, the prince was like, "Oh shit, I don't want to look like a weirdo, so I'm gonna marry this bitch." So he married Snow White, and the mother was invited to the wedding. The same woman that had orchestrated the murder of Snow White. Well, she was greeted as an honorary guest. They gave her some dancing shoes, and she was ordered to dance on some hot coals. And she was made to dance and dance, dance until she died. And that is the end of the story. So, the story of Snow White is a story of warning and other dark, shadowy things that do take place in this world. And it is the truth, it's a fact that a lot of women, not all, but just some, not all, just some, they give birth not to so much to their best friends all the time, but sometimes those children are seen as rivals. They are seen as open enemies. They are seen as threats. And so, what do these mothers do? They get rid of the children that threaten their security the most. That's what that story is telling you guys. It is a cautionary story. It is a story of warning, of danger, of things seen and unseen. And that's why I tell people sometimes you have to revisit the things that you experienced as a child. You have to revisit certain books. You have to revisit certain nursery rhymes. It is very important that you revisit all of these things, because half of the things that you're being taught And if you was read that story of Snow White, Little Red Riding Hood, Sleeping Beauty, Beauty and the Beast, any kind of children's story, you've been read those stories since the day you was in the cradle and you kept hearing those stories. Some of you kept hearing the stories until you was almost grown because you had brothers and sisters that were younger than you, and you ended up reading those stories to your siblings. These stories, if you get deeper with it, it's actually programs. They're implanting programs in the children at a very young age. Now I'm getting ready to come down this street, you guys. I want you guys to see what I'm seeing. Okay. We're on this side of the street, right? Now I see, hold on, let me read my chat. Yeah, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Even the people that's sitting in the bush. Coco Tasso that like button. Y'all do me a favor and Coco Tasso the like button. Hit the like button and share the video. Because I seem to find that, I ask people to do those two things, which is free. And they don't do them. So please hit the like button and please share the video. Shout out to the chat. But I want you guys to see this, right? What is this in front of me? What the hell do they got going on this morning? Now, wait a minute now. Something told me. Well, it doesn't matter what time I would have left the house. See, now I'm checking to see if I have my house keys. I have them with me. So we're not even close to the destination and we see all these roadblock things. Okay, the people are they're working on the road. Boy, I'm gonna tell you something. You guys, these people, it's showing me one or two things. One, they're either lazy as fuck, or two, they don't know what the fuck they're doing when they come out here to pave these fucking roads. Now, I don't mean no harm, you guys, but there was a few weeks ago, we was walking down the same street and people was out here paving the road. Something else is happening. Okay, they're not paving the road. Something else is going on. Holy shit. You guys, hold on. I should be able to walk through regardless of what they got going on. All right, you guys, hold on. See, this is what I mean by some bullshit early in the fucking morning. Come on, you guys. Let's be honest. Who'll be really out here? Okay, I should be able to get through. I shouldn't have any concerns. But sometimes dealing with these people from South Carolina, so many different things be happening. And you gotta trust your gut. You gotta trust your first mind when dealing with people because you never know. And I see everything as a threat, as a potential threat to my personal safety. Oh, yes. As I have gotten older, I have been worried about my personal safety because I know people are careless. They'll hit you, they'll clip you with a car just so they can make it before the red light comes. Yeah, these people down here in South Carolina is treacherous. Not all of them. I'm gonna say some, not all, some. Cause I met some people from South Carolina that's on this app that are the most sweetest people in the world. Shout out to them. But then I met some that are complete assholes, and they enjoy being assholes. Not all, just some. Okay, so we should be able to, squeeze past. We should be. Now I'm talking like I'm in the fucking car somewhere. Shout out to Distracting. Okay, so we got Distracting in here. Good morning, Distracting. We got Garrick Chavis, Gator Face Pork in the chat. And we got Tamika in the chat. Shout out to y'all that's in the chat, and shout out to the bush watchers. Shout out to the people in the bushes too. And shout out to those that haven't made it to this video yet. And they'll have to catch the replay. So shout out to the replay. Don't worry. I'm gonna keep this video up. I'm gonna keep this up for your enjoyment. Yeah, but we were just talking about Snow White and how certain children's stories are actually stories that are talking about danger, caution. Some of these stories are actually warnings, what to look for in people and certain relationships. Oh, yes, some of these children's stories run very deep, just like the Alice in Wonderland story. The Alice in Wonderland story. That story is very heavy. It's very serious. Shout out to the chat. You guys are going to have to do some research on some of these stories that you love so much and you grew up listening to. And we see them working. I don't know exactly what they're doing. I know they're in the hole somewhere doing something. I have no idea what they're doing, but it looks like, and I don't see any flag. They don't have any flaggers out here with them, which is a terrible concern. It's a terrible concern when they don't have flaggers out here for these people to even work safely on the roads like this. I mean, I know it's like a little after 4 now, but in the next hour or two, this road is going to become very busy. This road is going to become very busy. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Distracting when I see you, baby girl. I see you, Tamika, and who's the other person? Garrick Chavis. Cradle. Hey, Tamika, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask a question to the chat. I guess we're kind of like in a friendly zone right now, because this is a safe place. This is a safe place, except for the Quamites. The Quamites are not allowed over here. If I see them, I'm snipering, because I ain't playing those games. I don't want to have nothing to do with no Quamites. But I want to ask her a question. What happened to my little brother, GWB, Gems from Rabbit Brown? What happened to him? Gems from Rabbit Brown. Yeah, that's his name. I haven't seen him on these YouTube streets in quite a while. Who did something to him? No, they ain't mess with him now. That was my baby on these YouTube streets. You know, for some of these trolls on the YouTube streets, I can kick it with them. I can rock out with them a little bit. You know, especially when they making sense. They making a whole lot of sense about certain things. They're very sensible people. Very smart people, very sensible. Shout out to the chat. But yeah, that's what I was wondering. What happened to my homeboy, my boy, GWB? Gems from Rabbit Brown. Gems from Rabbit Brown. What happened to him? He was in Anthony chat last night. Oh, okay. Thank you, Tamika. So he's still around. Okay, that's good. That's good. Anthony still be doing his little lives where he be going to sleep. Because when I see that Anthony live is on, I'll go and peep. But if I don't, if I don't catch the vibe, I won't stay. I won't stay. I mean, I don't got nothing against Anthony, but some of the stuff he be doing he's like a rogue. He's like what he reminds me of me when I was on the YouTube fucking with everybody. Yeah, that's what he reminds me of. Yeah. He got that kind of spirit. He loves to have fun, but at other people's expense sometimes. But I see that certain people be in his chat, so I guess he all right. He all right. Yeah, I was in Sis chat for a little while yesterday. I went back over there. Oh, look at what Sis is talking about, because I know he was talking about the homeless lady named Danny. I know he was talking. I stayed for that. Okay, then I left. Because, you guys, I got to work on my own channel. I can't be concerned with other people's channel. Anyway, I came back. Sis was wasting his fucking time talking to that loser, Lou Jenkins. Yeah, that's right. I said it. He talking about some dark rising. Dark rising where, nigga? Dark rising where, nigga? I found out a few days ago he was a secret hater of Arabia. Barbosa, the BT one time, he's a secret hater. I got a whole lot of them. They don't like you. They can't stand you. But they want to be in your chat. They want a tippity type. You know what I mean? Word. And who was in the chat with me that one particular day I was doing a live video? It was me. Okay, Lou Jenkins was in the chat, right? And then my homeboy Brooklyn Hood showed up in the chat. And me and Lou had a disagreement about something. I forget what it was. That's how important it was. Anyway, he gonna be like, blase, blah. I don't know what the fuck he was talking. I told him to get the fuck out of my chat. Don't come back over here, because I'm not putting up with his bullshit. He could try that shit with other people. Matter of fact, the disrespect he was giving me, I told him. This is what I told him. I told him to go over there to Sis and disrespect. And you know what? When he go over there to Sis, he ain't got no kind of negative energy. He laughing, he talking, he shuck jiving for Sis. Sis already got his opinion about this man. Way before that man had hit the fucking link. And Sis should have said it to his fucking face. And that would have stopped Lou Jenkins from going over there. Lou Jenkins got his own page. Let him go to his own fucking page and talk that shit. Nobody want to hear about that Earth Day lady. Nobody want to hear about how she put the drag on that ass. She put the drag on that ass. That's what she did. That's what she did. And he keep talking about the same shit. I can't stand that nigga. Sis should have kicked his ass off the goddamn chat. I'm a paid member over there, so whenever I get ready, I can go into the chat and tippity type. But when I see certain people on the panel, or the video, I'm not feeling it, I leaves. That's what I do. Tamika. Yeah, Tamika. I ain't got no problem with sis. I just didn't like that bullshit he tried a couple of weeks ago asking about my damn DMs. I didn't like that. But I see that I'm still a paid member over there. So while the money is still coming for me like that, because I don't remember paying for another membership, to be honest. I mean, I did so many different memberships, I can't remember which ones is which. I gotta go back in my thing to check which memberships I got out there. Because I know I got a few. And I said, I typed in there and I saw I was in green. So I said, oh shit. And then I saw that my star was a different color. And I said, oh, Jesus. Oh my God. You guys. Smoking is not good for you. Smoking is not good for you. If I was in the Snow White story and I was playing the part of Snow White, the mother would not be able to ask for the lungs, because the lungs, I know, after all these years of smoking, they're probably filled up with tar. I die eating my lungs. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, yeah. Uh, uh, I'm hoping I didn't leave my house until what? 3:45. I know it takes me an hour to get to my destination. So well that Lou Jenkins hates other people. He wants other people to be miserable like him. That's why he does the dumb shit he does. And sis should have said it to his fucking face. You know what I should have did? I should have called in. And I should have got on that hotline and I should have told sis, say what you said earlier about Lou Jenkins. Say it to his fucking face. He on the fucking panel. And sis would have probably been like, Aurelia, see? They come right back over here. You're starting trouble. No, you said it, sis. I want sis to hear this. Sis, you said it best. You said that Lou Jenkins was a miserable soul. He was a miserable individual. He wants everyone to feel like him, a loser. The man is a creep. The man is a weirdo. Ain't no way in the world. I'm a man. I'm a veteran. I be going around sleeping with different women, and this one woman take me off my square. This one woman play me to the left. If I was a man, don't let me be a man. Oh, Lord, Tamika, I tell you, what would happen if I wake up tomorrow morning and my voice is deep? I got a beard. I got a mustache. I got a set of balls. I got me a dick swinging. Child, Lord have mercy. Don't let the universe make me wake up in the morning. I'm a man. I'll be right on these YouTube streets. And y'all, I'm sorry, you guys would have to recognize me. That's why I had posted my brother's picture on my community wall. I posted it for a few hours. One particular day, I think it was last week. I might have to repost it. If I was a nigga, I would look just like him. Because we look just alike. We look just alike. If I was a man, oh shit. Please don't let the universe allow me to wake up and I'm a man. Oh, still. I'm going to the store. I'm buying me a box of condoms. I don't care what size it is. It could be maximum. It could be medium. It could be teeny tiny. I'm getting all the sizes, all the colored flavors. Oh, I know I'm going to be in the clubs dancing and having a good time. I would turn back into a bitch at 12 o'clock midnight. That would be my story. Okay, you guys go ahead and write the children's story. Arabia Barbosa, the BT 1000, woke up one morning. She woke up one faithful morning. She was no longer a woman. She was no longer a woman that was wearing men's clothing. She was a man. And she conquered. She rolled. She fucked. And I bet you ain't no bitch gonna play me. Bet you. And I got it to 12 o'clock midnight to do all the fucking I want to do. Oh, child. But the only problem is, how would I be able to escape from the motel that we might visit? How would I be able to escape? Oh, you guys. Just think about it. Think about it for 1 minute, Tamika. Don't be so close-minded. Think about it. If the universe, don't let me do the wish. Wish upon a star with my right hand to God Almighty. Be like, yo, just make me a dude for 24 hours. I'll show these niggas on the YouTubes how to do it. And then I will go live. I will go live. I probably get my own channel clap, but I will go live just to show you niggas how to fuck a bitch. And don't let these bitches play you. Yeah. God made me a woman for a reason. He made me a bitch for a reason. It's not a very good reason. It's an excuse. Maybe he was too lazy to pass out more dicks and balls. I don't know. Because it takes a long time to make one of those. You know. Oh my God. Y'all started this. But that's what Sid should have told that dude. That's what he should have told him. That he was miserable. He wanted everybody to be like him. See, if I be going through something, I don't be wanting people to go through it. I be wanting to laugh and play and talk and joke around and have fun. But then sometimes the darkness comes over me and I be getting out of pocket. I be getting out of pocket when the darkness comes. So the shadows of Arabia, the BT 1000. I tell you, I tell you, yeah, man. Oh, I tell you, don't let me wake up with dicks and balls on me. And and I didn't have them before. I look in the mirror, I know I would have a full beard. I know my beard would be like Santa Claus. Santa Claus. I just recently shaved my head too, so I got a bald head right now. I recently shaved my Oh, I would be perfect. I would be perfect. Give me a fairy godmother. Oh, Arabia, I just want to remind you that you have to be back at this address at least by 12 o'clock. you know, and stuff. I, I be the baddest nigga. Uh, and I would go live too. And you guys would just have to figure it out. My voice would be different. My voice would be deeper. Y'all wouldn't be able to recognize me. But only the people, my people would be able to recognize who that is. Like, goddamn, Arabia got her wish. It's only going to last 24 hours. It's only going to last 24 hours. Shout out to the chat. I love Jesus. Here we go. Here we go. It's getting close to 5 o'clock, you guys. It's getting close to 5 o'clock in the morning. Into morning. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. It's getting closer to 5 o'clock in the morning. And we're not yet at our destination, but, I should be there shortly. I should be there. Let's see where we are. Where are we? Hold on, you guys. Let me get on the sidewalk. Because all the enemies of God is driving in their cars this morning. Let's say that again for the people in the back. All the enemies of God is driving right now in this area. Yeah. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. Tamika, did you hear me? So anybody that's subscribed to this channel and you hear this playback, yo, just laugh and joke and have some fun with it. Because I know it's not reality. I know that would never happen. I would never get a godmother, a fairy godmother to come into my life and be like, I'm giving you 24 hours to be a nigga, a real nigga. Yo, man, I'd probably be halfway out of the state of South Carolina when the spell gets broken. Ain't no true kiss with this. Ain't no true. I don't need a sex change operation. All I need is a fairy godmother. All right, children. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Oh my goodness. Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine that? For just 1 second. Let me read the chat. I'm in the Matrix. Well, I'm getting ready to close out this video anyway. Thank you for Tamika for letting me know. Okay, you guys, we are on Meeting Street. We're just a few seconds away from King Street. I'm closing out this video. I'm in the Matrix. Sorry about that. YouTube's got an attitude. They got funny stuff. So shout out to the chat. Shout out to everyone that walked with me this morning. Thank you from the bottom of my Cape Verdean heart. And shout out to you. Everyone have an awesome day. Thank you for coming over. We're closing out this video. We are closing out this video. Shout out to you. Have a good day. Have an awesome work week. Those of you that have jobs, those of you that are employed, thank you for being employed, and thank you for paying your taxes. And shout out to you. We are out of here.